Hello, everybody. I'm Clicking.
And I'm Bricken. And together we're Clicking and Bricken.
Why don't you come on by every Sunday night on my
Sunday,
channel, 8
Sunday,
Central, and
8 p.m.
we have games, we have special guests. It's gonna be a good old
Hangout
time.
streams,
Hope,
everything.
hope to see you there. I saw that. I had to throw that in there.
I was very shocked. That's one way to start my morning, Cliffy. I was not expecting to see myself in my own lair, in my old hair.
Your
Man,
old hair. That's what I was doing.
I was about to cry. Good morning, Cliff.
Good morning. I figured that'd be a better intro. We can kind of remind everybody about Sunday night, and we should do that on play that ad on the Sunday nights for
We
coffee
did
time.
more stuff like that. That was fun.
That was fun. We did, we try to be pretty inventive on this coffee time and stuff like that. So, how's your week been? How was your week since our last coffee time?
Well, first off, let me say this. We are at number 30 of these things. There are 30. That means there's a little over 24 hours worth of you to sit here and listen to this consecutively. I'm kidding. So
You
30,
could.
30 times we've been doing this in a segment per se rather than just mumbo jumbo. We're going to do a show, you know? But man, that's quite a goal. I tell you, I did not realize that we're going to get there this fast.
Now your next goal is getting all these into your playlist. So everybody,
Maybe
all they have to do is hit the play, and they can listen to all of it. They don't have to go try to find it.
maybe that's today's goal. But
Oh,
I've been okay. I've had a little bit of rough week, but it's been okay. We pushed things to the point where Friday was going to be super easy. I actually got off super early on Friday. But with that said, I also have gotten a little bit of a promotion at work. Um, in a way, it kind of feels like my boss is taking a step back a little bit. But basically, he said that I'll get my own truck and trailer and I'll run my own route and I'll get to run the boys and take care of it as if I was doing my thing. So uh, I think he trusts me enough to where we think I have it. So I think it's going to be good. But so that all happened. We get to Sunday evening and um my sister had a boy. This is her second child. She's very excited. They ended up having to go C-section, but it was okay. It was a good C-section. It wasn't an emergency like mine, like my daughter. But um, so he's doing okay. He's happy and healthy. I get to go see him later, but um, so we got that out of the back. But you know what?
what?
Uh, so myself, my brother, and my sister, we all three have three children or two children now. I have one boy, one girl. My brother has two boys. My sister has one girl and now one boy. None of us are going to have another child. So we each, this is my last nephew. That's the way I consider it. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty special. Like, I don't get I don't get to have another chance at another niece or nephew and that. So, but I love all my little nieces and nephews and my kiddos. And oh my gosh, the kids that my siblings have produced are better than what we were growing up, and I love it. But hey, needless to say, I guess I'm excited. I'm happy. The kids are happy. Um, yeah,
Well,
lots of different good stuff going on at the moment. I guess.
that's a bummer. I mean, not a bummer. I think it's a bummer that you're not going to have any more nephews and kiddos hanging around. But I mean, I'm happy that she had a successful,
Yes.
birth and stuff like that, and she's okay, and the baby's fine. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy for you becoming another new uncle.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
that's cool. That's very cool. I am an uncle, but I don't see my nephews and nieces. Uh, they live in a different state, and I
Oh,
think
okay.
well, and there's other issues there between the parents, but that's but I get to see them on Facebook. That's how I see them grew up, and now they're all 18 and out on their own now. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I was there for each one of their births, so I understand the feeling. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it really
So,
is.
but yeah, man, my week has just been emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, you were supposed to be on a little bit of a vacation, it sounded like.
I was supposed to have been on vacation, but it ended up not happening for me. But it still happened. I had to sit there and watch it through a live stream and get me
Oh.
upset. Man, I should be there, but it's okay. I got stuff done here. I rearranged my. I didn't totally rearrange none of my shelves or tables in my Lego room, but I
Mm-hmm.
did change the wall up some and put different the artwork and moved it. I made the room look better, in my opinion. And I did Mills plate all my layout. That was fun. Not, but got it all Mills plated. Worked on that while I was on the stream with Hoosier while they were at Madhouse Saturday. Getting them going through parts, getting me all upset. No, I'm joking. I wasn't upset. I just wish I was there. But that's pretty much what I did. And I'm getting ready to sort Johnny Five and rebuild him and make him work, hopefully. So
Nice.
I'll be doing that this week because I already made videos. I made videos all week
Yep.
to cover for this last weekend trip where I come home. I can just kind of rest up and recoup. I didn't have to worry about making videos or anything. So all week I figured this is a good time to start working on Johnny Five and get him going.
Nice.
So
How many
that's
times
what.
have you built that? You've built that Johnny 5 at least 4 or 5 times now.
Well, all right. I built it 3 times. The first attempt, it was a successful attempt. It was working, but there was a couple things that I noticed that wasn't working right. So I just rebuilt it.
Okay.
What would it hurt, right? Well, the second time I built it, it was wrong. So I'm like, it wouldn't work, and it was the programming on my end.
Okay.
And me and Seth built it on a live streams. And I think that particular project is hard to do live streaming, and I think I messed up somewhere along the way, and so I just and Seth messed up somewhere on the way, and so we disassembled them again. We took them to the show, and we won the best.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, and we want to rebuild it so the next time we go to the show that it actually works and we can show people that it moves and does dances and stuff. So we're gonna rebuild it, but we're not gonna do it live. We're just gonna do it backstage. Me and I'm gonna kind of do a collab on a backstage on rebuilding it,
Yeah.
so we can help each other out, make sure we get it right, and stuff like that. And hopefully it works after this. If it don't work, it's the last attempt. I'm just gonna have them as a shelf piece. If it don't work, so.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that it would work. With I think two heads are better than one, and we could probably figure it out. So that's the plan for this week. To do that, I'm gonna start sorting it today. Hopefully, I can get it sorted today, then we can start on it tomorrow or something. But yeah, that's been my week, and yeah, heck, it was fun. It was fun. I came in here, but then I had some health problems going on. I don't know if it's health problems, but I'm telling you, dude. Let's see. When was it? Thursday night, did not sleep at all.
Hmm.
Friday night, did not sleep at all.
See, maybe it was a good thing you didn't go.
And then Saturday night, I did fall asleep for an hour, and then I woke up at 4:30. I'm like, you know what? We had to go to the grocery store that day. I just said, my wife was up. I was drinking my coffee. I go, well, why don't we just go to Walmart? It's a release day of those figs.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, why don't we just go to Walmart and get our grocery shopping done? I can pick up some figs and we come home. So we left there, and Walmart opened up at 6 a.m. We were there right at 6 a.m. And when we got the figs, so I got the figs down. They've been selling it early. This wasn't a full case sitting there, and I was the first one in the Lego aisle at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and I went in there and I used that scanner, and I got 7 figs, and it was all 100% accurate. So that minifigure scan is what the app is called, or scanner. It worked for me 100% success rate on that app. So that's what I'm going to start using.
Nice.
But I got my figs, what I wanted. We did our grocery shopping. When we got home, we were home by 8 o'clock that morning.
Nice.
And so we had the grocery shopping done. I go, well, so I went to church with the family. I hardly ever go to church with them, but I was up, so let's just do it. So I went with them, and then got home, and I couldn't wait till Monday stream so I could actually build the figs that I got.
That's awesome.
Then after Bunny stream, of course we had our Clicking and Bricken pre-game, get ready for the stream. After that, I went and laid down. I may have slept for maybe 30 minutes to an hour. I thought I'd sleep all the way up to the stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. So we get done with our stream, which we will talk about here in a minute. Went and laid down. Now, dude, I'd never slept so hard in my life. I fell asleep, and I wanted to sleep all morning, but I had stuff to do this morning. But I slept all night, and it felt so great. So hopefully I can repeat that process tonight.
Well,
that's the goal.
I have yet to figure out good sleep and not good sleep. It just comes.
There for a while, I was doing great. I made myself go to bed at a certain time of night and getting up at a certain time, and that's what I was always sticking to. I'd go to bed around 10:30, go to sleep and wake up, 6:30, 7 o'clock every morning, and it was going good. And I don't know if it was just me not being able to go on the trip that was bothering me, or I was stressed. I don't know, I don't know if you could even stress about something that you don't even know you're stressed about, but I guess that could happen.
I could see that.
So there may have been other factors there, but last night wasn't an issue. I think my body finally said, "You're going to sleep." So I know I wasted about 5 minutes of your time talking about how I slept, guys. I apologize, but it happens. I'm just going to share it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's this. Like I said, other than that, it's been going great.
Awesome.
So we had Clicking and Bricken the other night.
Yes, that was a great stream.
It was a pretty good stream. Last time I looked, we had like 53 views.
Wow.
We didn't get none of our segments done, and I was so tempted to keep going. I was so tempted to keep going another hour, but I was getting tired. And I was pushing it through the stream.
Mm.
So yeah, there's a reason why we ended in an hour. But he did message me afterwards, thanking us for letting him come on and stuff. But I think he may be another guest that we'll have on the show again in the future. He said he had another hour. He said he had some more stuff he wanted to share. He just didn't get the chance to. So I said, well, we will definitely have you back on the show.
That's awesome. Yes.
So, me and Cal kind of talked about in December having a reunion kind of show.
Yes.
This whole year that we've had guests, maybe get a few of them on the panel and kind of catch up with them. So I think that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Kyle need to sit down and we need to make a list and send out, who wants to be on, and get the people that would want to come on. And that may be a little bit of a lengthy stream because we got to try to talk to people, but it'd be fun. But yeah. We had a hobby hooligan on. He was a great guest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he kind of took over the show, and we talked about most of his hobbies. We didn't really talk about much Lego because we got into RC, and that pretty much lasted the whole stream.
I'm telling you, that boy says he likes Lego, but that boy loves his RCs.
Yes, he does. And he's a heck of a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. If y'all haven't checked him out, go check him out on our last Clicking and Bricken stream with Hobby Hooligan. And if you don't even watch the stream, make sure you click on his links in the description to go sub to him and watch some of his stuff. So
he does 4x4 and with his dad a lot in his Jeep too, and posts that. I like stuff like that.
He's a real nice dude. He is part of the Lego community. You see him in a lot of people's chats. So make sure you go support him, of course. And he's a real nice dude. But next time we have him on, we probably need to talk more about Lego on his Lego side because we didn't really get into that last night. I wanted to, but we're like I said, me and Cal's been talking about trying to do 2 hour 2-hour show.
Yeah.
Kind of expand it a little bit, but we were going to try to do it the last stream, but it just didn't happen the way we wanted. And it was my fault. I was just tired and I couldn't keep at pushing.
Well,
I wasn't even supposed to be there, so.
Well, and that's kind of another thing that probably threw you off a little bit was you were there and you were already planning not to be there. So
yeah. We had our producer Seth Blaine on as a co-host because he was supposed to take my spot per sense.
He grew a beard just for the occasion.
Yeah. Cal was going to be in control of the stream, and Seth was there to be the co-host. But it turned out great. It was a great show, great stuff. So I'm glad that we got that one accomplished. And until on to the next. I guess it's my turn to find our next guest. So we will figure that out.
I let you there for a while. I let you go and find everybody as I kind of, I guess, observed in the back. And now that I've reached out, I guess Hobby Hooligan is one of my closer friends, but like, I'm at least trying to reach out to people and be like, hey, so we're doing this thing. But I kind of like that. I kind of like saying, hey, we got this show. Let's introduce you to our friends. Like.
Well, we could take turns or whatever. It don't matter as long as we have a guest on every first of the month.
Yeah.
There's a couple people that's in our community I still want to try to get, like maybe Macro Bricks. We haven't had him on.
Haven't had Macro.
Just different.
Oh, I gotta throw this out there because it made my night. We got Ninja with the bricks out of the crowd. I finally got to see him pop up. I ain't seen him in forever.
It's been a minute since we've seen Ninja with the bricks. That was
working. I would love to get him up on there. Yeah. No, but I like that idea, having other people. That way it's not just, you and I are basically the face of this thing. Like, they see us every week. It's nice to see a new face come in and talk.
I've always liked to having a guest on, but it's really hard to have a guest on every week. And that's just a lot of work and stress, making sure they're going to be there. So I figure doing it on the first Sunday of every month would be awesome.
Yeah, and that's what makes it special.
And then we do something once a month that way the stream ain't the same stream every week. It's we got a guest on, and we have our night that we just talk about a certain thing. Then we have game night. Then we have a hangout night. And if we have a fifth Sunday like we do this Sunday, me and you have a build off. So it's something different every week. It ain't the same thing every week.
Right.
And the coffee time is just the more of the spontaneous conversations that we will have. It's just an extension to the show, a little extra. You get to hear us just be silly every once in a while and talk about whatever comes up. I mean, it's been a change since we've not doing this live because we don't have the conversation in chat to help keep us going. We got to rely on each other now.
Right. And it kind of makes it a little bit more, I guess, interesting, because you and I have to hold the conversation. We don't have to, you're right. We don't have to rely on someone else to say, hey, did you hear about this? Yeah.
Well, I agree. And, it shouldn't be hard for us because we talk, when we do hang out, we talk.
Just the pressure of the camera, of the recording.
Camera's not even on. It's just the microphone.
The recording.
But of course, some of the backstage is probably not suitable for YouTube enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that is said, joking around in the back of it, sort of way that may be a little bit either edgy or way off derailed. I mean, we have to tame it down for this, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying just chit chatting for an hour or so with the TheBrickableCow and stuff like that. You missed the hair yet?
Yeah, after you bring up that trauma this morning, I really do miss that hair now.
I really think you look better with short hair.
Yeah, it popped up there, and I started laughing. I was like, "Whoa, that's not right."
I think you look a lot better with short hair than you did long hair. But
Rissa told me yesterday in the truck, we were going somewhere. Oh, we were dropping kids off. She looks back and she says, I kind of miss you with your long hair, but you look better without it.
See?
She's like, I forgot you even had a mullet.
See, what's wrong? See, look at that. You getting compliments left and right, and you still want to bring that mop back, huh?
I kind of miss the mop. At the same time, I don't.
I don't know, man. Having to fix my hair every morning. I love having no hair and short hair.
I wore a hat every day of my life, and that fixed my hair.
Yeah, but okay, what happens if you walked into a place where you had to take your hat off?
I never take my hat off.
Okay, so you went to church.
I didn't go to church when I had my hair.
Well, I'm just saying, hypothetically, if you walked into a building, it doesn't have to be church. Just say you had to walk into a building and they say, sir, please take the hat off.
Look at it this way.
How big of a mess would it be?
When the few times I've had to take my hat off are at parades and other ceremonies with the flag and guard being present. So, all due respect, you do that, which I'm fine with that because then knowing that I can put it right back on with no care. I just pat my hair down as it is, call it good for the few seconds, do my saying, put my hat back on, nothing happened, you see?
I mean, it'd be a mess.
For the few seconds it'd be a mess, but then I get to put my hat back on.
But see, if I have to take my hat off, I ain't got to worry about it. Just put my hat up and I still look good.
Now my hair's to the point where it's long but short, and so it sticks a little bit out the hole in the back of my hat, and it sticks under my hat, and so when you take your hat off, you got this big old horn on the back of your head.
Well, it's time for a haircut then. I'm just messing with you. I got nothing against long hair, nothing like that. I myself prefer short hair on a male. It just makes me that's just how I was brought up and how I like it. Doesn't mean I'm definitely not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm just saying that just me. My personal preference is me is me having short hair.
Yeah, totally.
I tried growing when I was a teenager. I asked my father because my dad had 30 rules. Okay, this is how I grew up. Okay, and nothing bad. And he told me if I ever came home with an earring in my ear, he'd rip it out of my ear. If I came home with a tattoo, he'd take a torch and burn my tattoo off. And if I came in with a hair dye in my hair, he'd shave my head. Well, you guys, but guys, before you thinking he's a butthole, he's a bigot, whatever.
You gotta look at the time period.
You gotta look at the time period how he was raised. He was raised in a strict country farm, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how his dad raised his 9 brothers and sisters. And it's just the way he grew up and the time period and the place. Okay, so don't.
Mm-hmm.
He's a real good dad. He always kept a roof over my head, clothes on my back, food on the table, and he never did beat me or nothing like that. He was beaten when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
He never beat me. You know, he did discipline me. He gave me a spanking when I needed it, but he never did like beat me where.
And you turned out pretty dang good, kid.
Well, I hope, but anyway, so I tested this subject one time, Cal. I did. My
Mm-hmm.
friend had one of those magnetic earrings,
Oh,
so I put it in my ear.
no.
I was not trying to bring attention to myself, but at the same time, I was because I wanted to see if he'd actually come up there and rip it out of my ear, like he said. He told me, right? So I walked into the living room and I sat down in the chair right beside him with the earring right there where he could see it. I knew he looked at me and went back to watching TV, and he struck up a conversation. What'd you do today? Nothing much, but you know.
That's how it always starts.
Well, with him, my dad, he he started getting out of his chair to go to the kitchen, and he reached over there and yanked on that earring and yanked it off my ear. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, I'm so glad that was fake, because I'm glad it was fake too. I go, what do you mean, Dad? He goes, because boy, that'd been a hefty doctor bill if that wasn't. So it scared me, and finally he sat down to me, and we had a talk. After that, you know, I think I was like 15 or 16 years old when this happened. He goes, son, because I understand you're gonna make choices like that. I just want to make sure. You're all growing up. One reason why I ever said that is because I wanted to make sure that's what you wanted to do before you did it. I wanted you to have a conscience behind your decision.
Yeah.
And he said, he goes, I would never took a torch and burn off your tattoo, or yank a real earring out, or shave my head because I wanted to dye it purple or something. You know.
Mm-hmm.
He just said remember you got a self image. You do have to make look professional at some point in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that what you get on your body is what you want, because you're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to live with it. Especially a tattoo.
Right.
But he was just trying to teach me a life lesson. But yeah, just my personal reference. I've always wanted short hair. I do have a tattoo. I never did get an ears pierced or any kind of piercing or anything like that. Never dyed my hair. But anyway, I went back, after that, and I asked my dad. I said, I won't try to grow out my hair. And he goes, well, okay, if that's what you want to do, it'll save me $10 at the barber shop. I said, okay. And I tried growing it out, and I got it pretty long. I had it at least under my shoulders. And
Yeah.
oh my goodness, I couldn't stand it. When it was summertime out there hauling hay, it was just sticky, and the hair was just always wet because of sweat. I couldn't do it. So I went back to Dad. I said, all right, I'm ready to shave it off. And so we went to the barber shop and I shaved it off.
That's funny.
But I tried it. He said, and Dad goes, I don't really have a problem with guys with long hair as long as they fix it. They just don't, keep it, fixed.
Right.
So,
Yeah, in that sort of sense, yes, I agree with that. Well, I think ladies tend to keep more tend to their hair than men would. Yes.
yeah. He said, I just don't want to see you walking around with hair all over over your face, down to your crack of your butt, and you're just not doing nothing with it. It was
And
just like I said, his time, him being raised. It
and,
was his
and
raising, his what he was taught to believe.
and little did you know, many years down the line, you'd sit here and you'd somewhat raise a little cow who wants to be a big butterfly himself.
Well, I don't know. I'm afraid I failed you miserably. But I'm not, dude. I make mistakes all the time. I make wrong choices in life all the time. I don't think there's been a time where I have. I mean, what's weird. You know how I make a choice? I do it on a whim.
Okay.
I don't ever think about the consequences a lot of time.
Yeah.
I'll choice. I'm like, oh, let's just do that. Heck with it. What are they going to do? Shoot us? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can see where that's going to get me in trouble. It has a couple of times, but I learned from then. Well, I know I ain't going to make that choice again.
Yeah.
I think that's a part of life. Is if you make a choice, you got to be. You really need to think about the consequences. Is it really worth making this choice to get the consequences that you may receive?
And everything has a consequence, no matter how light.
Well, yeah, it's just like a thing. Every choice you make, there's going to be okay. Remember growing up, when your science teacher always said, whenever there's an action, there is a reaction.
Yeah.
It's the movement. You push a ball, it's going to go somewhere. So, and I've always had it. I always thought I did. I've always thought about it. If I do this, what's going to happen 10 years from now? Even though that I'm not a fortune teller, but how's this going to impact me on the end game?
I could see that. Yeah.
But I did not. I mean, this is your words of wisdom from the Clicking Cliff. They say a bunch of gray hair is wisdom. Well, I got a bunch of gray hair, but I don't think I'm that wise. But it's a generation thing that I think it is, Cal. My generation is a lot different from today's generation.
Right.
And I think that's hard to mesh with each other.
And your wisdom comes from learning from the things of the past.
Yep.
If you don't choose to learn from the past, how wise are you? You're intelligent because is that the right word? You're intelligent? I don't know. You don't you're bound to mess up in the now and the future because you didn't learn from the past things, so you don't have that wisdom with you. Yeah.
I'm not saying, guys from this generation, I'm not saying you guys are
Right.
totally wrong or right at all.
Right.
I'm just saying for me, I don't think I could sit in a room with today's generation and I would be so lost on what their personalities are. Okay. Does that make sense? Like I would be so lost on what they like and what they don't like. I'm like, I'd be like the only one in the room in the corner, like shaking or something. I don't know, because I would be. I don't think I could. I don't know what the right word is. It'd be like I go in there. I will have I will have nothing in common.
Yeah.
And I'll be like a loner. It's like like I don't really fit in this generation because I don't have nothing in common with them. Well, you know what we do have common with everybody that's in this community?
I like Lego.
Lego. So, I remember one person tell me when I first got in the hobby and started hanging out with people, uh, the one plastic brick is what brought everybody together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lego's building more than just a Lego set. It's building relationships and friendships and stuff like that along the way.
Yep.
So that'd be one thing I would have in common with everybody is Lego. But instead of me rumbling on, what about you? What are your thoughts, Cal?
Well, I don't learn from a lot. I do without thinking, and then I learn from it. Those are my thoughts.
So you're telling me
You see how we're completely different.
you're telling me you're the one who you have to learn from your own mistakes.
Sometimes, and I tell myself a lot that I can't go through life and not do something without doing the work or figuring it out myself. Yeah.
So you're telling me you wouldn't take nobody's advice to help you make that journey easier?
Well, depending on what it is, yes. But if it's something that I, in my brain, can be like, okay, you have to do this. This is something like you yourself has to figure out. Then I'll make myself do it. Like I don't know. There's been a lot of things that I like. Like I guess with work, like work and home life are two different things. Like I'm home, I can kick back. I don't have to do nothing. No one's here going to make me do nothing. I'm not paid. Whatever. At work is different than life. I'm I'm balls to the wall. I don't take breaks. I go 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 go. I want to get my stuff done so I can go home.
Well, see, that's the thing with me is I remember in school, math come up. I was always the type of guy. If I put my mind to it, I can do it.
Yeah.
If it's something I don't find interesting, it's like, I don't even give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that in math. It's like, freak. Who in the hell put alphabet in math equations really needs to be shot in the head? I'm just
It
joking.
was the math and the reading teacher. They had studies together.
I was like, you guys are nuts. Okay, so I didn't give it a thought. But then when I got into my career in the fire service, where I had to know some of these things, especially to make the for chemical fires and what we use on them and stuff like that, I had to learn it again. And then I had to learn because I wanted to at that time because it helped me in my career. So I put my mind to it, and I did it. Why can't I do that in high school and be an honor student in math or whatever? But no, I had to wait till after high school and get a career to further my career to learn that kind of stuff. And I think that's. But I'm that type of person. I had to have interest in it before I would actually put forth an effort to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my dad would get so mad at me because it would be on the farm, and I wouldn't have no interest in the farm, and I just go through the motions just to get my chores that he assigned to me done.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could probably be a good, farmer if you put your mind to it. That's why I don't want to be a good farmer. I don't want this life. I don't want this life. I don't. You made me grow up in it, and I really had no life. Every day I had to do my chores, milk cows. I really didn't have a vacation. I could hang out with my friends at night after I got the chores done on the weekend, but then I'd be up at cast of dawn the next morning and go back out and do it again. Yep. So I didn't get to stay out all night and drink all night and party it up, and then it just wasn't for me. So when I graduated and wanted to go to school to become a firefighter, that was my chance to get out, and that's what I did. But yeah, I'm the type that you have to. I have to have interest in it to put my mind and to learn something. If I have no interest in it, I don't even want to look at it or deal with it.
I don't even want to hear about it. No,
I don't even want to hear about it. You guys just keep it to yourself. But there's things that I do have interest in that I know that I ain't gonna be able to learn. I'm not that coordinated. I like music, so I know I'm not going to be able to play guitar and sing at the same time. I'm very lucky to pat my belly and rub my head at the same time.
Yeah, I can barely even do that.
But I love listening to it. But, yeah. So, this is your podcast of wisdom this morning from the Clicking Click. I hope you all enjoyed it. So what we going to do today, Cal? What are we going to do this week?
Well, as of this being posted, I suppose it'll be Thursday morning. So by now, I would have already went and finally seen my new nephew. Which I'm really excited. I really am. It was so crazy to me. My sister has been a super tiny twig her whole life. She had a girl. She never really showed with the girl. And then this boy, she just, all of a sudden, she finally had some weight to her and she looked like she was having a watermelon. And then this boy comes out and he's 6 pounds. I'm like, that thing? You gave her fats? What? Like,
ain't nature a funny thing?
huh? Yeah, nature. Yeah, it's so. I'm like, that girl's never had weight to her, and you gave her weight.
Just think of a kitten pushing out 9 kittens. I mean, like, where'd you put all in?
Yeah, that is But I'm excited. I'm a happy uncle, even with the ones that I got. I'm a happy dad, but I love the kiddos. They're amazing.
Well,
we have such a huge family, and it feels like anymore that the family's getting to the point where, unfortunately, a lot of the family getting a little bit older in life. But
well, that's usually that's usually what happens, buddy. They get older.
Yeah,
they get more meaner.
yeah, sometimes. Yeah,
they get into more stuff that you want to kick them out. They're going to get into your Lego and they're going to tear down your build that you're working on, and you'll be like mad and yelling. Then you're going to look at them, they're going to look at you like you're an idiot, and you're going to say, "Oh, I'll forgive you."
How can you be mad at your face like that?
Tell you what, that's one thing I never understood. I've never understood this, and I've been in the Lego. I'm protective over my Lego. I don't want nothing tore down or hurt, but if my daughter came in here and pointed at the Ghostbusters firehouse, and she'll say, "Can I build something out of that?" I'd probably let her.
You know what? That would be the creativity of a mock builder, because that would be me saying, "Hey, Cliffy, you know what I can build out of this Batmobile?"
Listen. It ain't me tearing it down. I never had a problem with my daughter coming in my Lego room and wanting to build Lego, or even help me in my layout or nothing. If she wanted to come in and tear down a set and use the parts for something, I'd probably let her. It's just late. I could always rebuild. I always have the parts. I could always rebuild it when she's done, because I know when she gets halfway through it, she's going to lose interest. But I'm just saying, I never was like that. I never was like that garden over. I mean, I would let anybody in my Lego, even little kids, I let them come in my Lego room before I let them look at. They touch my Lego set. I don't care if they look. If they take it off the shelf on accident, a little 2-year-old coming in and swipe the set off I could always pick the pieces up and rebuild it. Why get your butt hurt over it?
Yeah.
I've never had a problem with it. I don't understand how other people have a problem with it. It's Lego. It's not a porcelain vase. You can, you're not going to have to. You can put it back together. I never understood that. Now, you can let me know in the chat or in the comments what y'all think about that. But I mean, I'm sure everybody has different opinions about it, which is each is their own. It's good. It's all good. But yeah. All right, guys. It is suggestion box time.
Suggestion.
suggestions. This is the time where you can post in the comments or in the chat or in the comments on this premiere and tell us what you would like to see us talk about, do, subject, or whatever, either on Coffee Time or on our Clicking and Breaking Sunday nights. This is where your suggestions can be heard.
What do we got coming up this week on Clicking and Bricking, Cliffy?
This week it's topic night. We're gonna have a topic, either discuss an old theme or something. We'll actually do our segments this time. So yeah, that's what we got this week. The next week will be game night, and then the following week hangout, and then the following week will be our competition.
That sounds a good month.
It's gonna be a fun month, hopefully. So yeah, this Sunday we'll be talking about, I don't know. But why don't you put the suggestions down here, chat? Tell us what you want us to talk about. What theme do you want us to talk about?
Yeah.
That's what we need to do right now. And if not, me and Cal will come up with one, and you're just gonna have to suffer because you all didn't put it in your suggestions in the suggestion box.
Yeah. That's how we run it.
We could talk about Paradisia, Friends, anything Lego has done theme wise. We would love to go over it with y'all. Castle. Sorry, broken record there. My internet skipped.
Yeah.
Or even vintage Lego, like Vintage City, the old stuff, or
Castle. Oh yes.
or I don't know, Raiders theme,
Rock Raiders and Power Miners.
Power Miners,
Those are up.
to Old Space, to whatever.
If there be something on my bucket list for me to collect in Lego at this moment in my heart, it would be some more of the Power Miner guys. I love their little rock guys.
There you go. We could do Chima. We could do.
Chima has good figs. I like them figs.
I tell you, I do not understand why the hate for Chima was so bad.
Right.
I got me a Chima set. I love the figures. The figures are freaking. I got the crocodile dudes. They are freaking badass.
Mm-hmm.
And the fox. I don't know what their names are. I'll do the research before the stream if we do Chima. But the figs were awesome. I got the was it Croc's boat, whatever his name is, Krager's ship.
Yeah, Krager. Yeah.
I built that with Butt Shop on Chima Day. Oh my God, that was all. It was fun. It was fun building it. It was, dude. Like I said, the figures were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, guys, anything you want to talk about, want us to bring up, we'd love to do it. I don't know what's the Batmobile's coming out, so we can go do old Batman.
Yeah,
get that hyped up. I know. Cal's gonna use it for parts.
Yeah, you see, I text everybody immediately when that thing dropped.
Okay,
I was like, look at what I can build out of this one.
Oh my goodness.
I already had ideas flowing. But I would tell you this, if I was to get that Batmobile, that would be one that I don't retouch because it is pretty dang snazzy. I really do like it.
It does look good. That's coming up next month. I might accidentally get it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It makes me want to rebuild the old one and be like, hey, now we got this treasure bag. Never.
Do you have the parts still, or can you find
I have them all. I have all the parts, the figs, the plaque. I have it all.
I don't understand. Where would you put it?
Exactly. I have no place to put it at the moment. It does me better in parts. Sorry, I had to say.
You basically have just a room for a layout. You don't really have any shelves, do you?
Yeah. The only shelf I got is my one rack shelf that keeps all my pop figures and my little bit of Lego collection. So yeah. Yep. I don't have much space.
That's what I like most about you, for real, little cow.
What?
You just do your layout. You put everything you buy for your layout. I like it.
Yeah, I try to only buy figs and stuff that I could use, like parts or sets that I could use in the layout.
So I wish I love sets and I love my layout, so I got to do both. And I know I don't have to, but I chose to.
But there's that small portion in your brain that says, "Hey, we gotta do it this way."
I do want to downsize still, but man, I've downsized so much. I don't know what I want to downsize.
I've downsized all except for the amount of Lego. I've downsized the size of room that I have for my Lego.
I do want, like Star Wars. I've thought about tearing out all in, but I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a journey. I might have to buy me a bigger house with a bigger basement to put it all in. I don't know.
Hey, just keep the house you got. Buy yourself and the family a bigger house. Y'all go live in that one. You keep this house as your Lego house.
This is too big of a house for that.
Well, now you have the space. You can go fill it.
Cow. You know, you got a good idea.
Yeah,
I definitely can't afford another house.
I was going to say we just need a sponsor with a couple $1 billion that loves us, and
I can't afford it. I wish I could. I wish I was getting money from YouTube and all the social media that I've got, where I can, but I'm not going to pimp myself out like that. I'm not here to make money first and foremost. But it'd be cool. It'd be cool to be a guy like Brixie that can go out and buy a big old factory or a big old building. Have but hey, he worked to that point, so that's what congrats. But I just don't see myself be doing that. And I'm almost to the age now where I'm not even. I don't even want to. I want to make friends. I'm to the age now. I can. Yeah, you can do that, Cal, but not me.
Well, I guess.
I just want to make friends, and that's the reason why I do it for. But I do sometimes wish I had I could afford a bigger space, and that's my fault for not saving money and being, because when I was working, I was spending money like I was rich. I work on the fire department. Days I pay my bills. Hey, that looks cool. I'll buy it. I didn't put no money back like I should have. So, guys, you guys are starting out in the world. Put money back for later. Don't run out and spend it like it's going out of style.
Yeah, they used to tell me growing up, man, that money in your pocket's so hot, you already got a hole in your pocket. Meaning it's already gone.
I keep telling myself that, but have I changed? Hell no, because every time I get a few extra dollars, I can buy Lego with this. Every time.
Yeah, the moment I started making my own money, that was my brain. Oh, I could buy so much Lego with this. Oh,
I know.
I no longer had to rely on somebody for it.
I know. I'm like, what have I got ourselves into? But I guess it's the love of the hobby. And some people can do it. Some people can say, I ain't buying nothing. They'll say, oh, cool, that's awesome shit, but never buy it. Like, dude, I couldn't do that. If I know there's a set out there that's coming out that I want, dude, I'm getting it. I don't care if it costs me my arm and a leg. I'm going to get it. And I can't stop myself from doing it.
With the way they produce new stuff and get rid of new stuff, even old stuff, retire per se. The amount and how fast paced it is, it really doesn't allow you to not miss out on not getting it. It really does create that FOMO and saying, "Hey, I really need to get this now. It's going to retire."
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's where Lego gets you because retirement after it retires, the price is going double on.
Exactly.
So like, I need to get it now.
So be broke now when it's cheap, or pay double and be broke when it's not there. So it's really one of those loopholes that you're like, oh my god, I'm stuck.
I am to the point now though where my Lego buying is really slowed down, and I'm buying stuff just for to put in my layout, where I actually have a theme for it and a place to put it. But that's getting thin, so it might Lego purchase may just be parts off of BreakLink now, and there's a cool set. I might get one set. Who knows? We'll see. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could tear my layout down and put more shelves in here, and that'll be good. But then I want a layout. I want my castle layout. Dang it,
Yeah,
dude! I bought books the other day.
I seen.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna be a reader.
Oh snap!
Watch out! I'm gonna be smart.
Watch out!
Watch out! So yeah, guys. Remember Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central. Clicking and Bricking. Make sure you come by and check us out then. For sure, it's gonna be fun. Talk about a certain theme after you suggest it, either in the comments or in the chat as we're premiering. I should be there in the chat.
I may be there. Yep, I'll try to be there.
So you guys ain't there alone. Yeah, last week we've had it. The chat was pretty good.
Awesome.
It was steady. I mean, so I'm glad people are showing up because it live and premiere is two different beasts. Live, but premiere people may not watch it when it premieres. It show later. So if you guys got a suggestion, put it in the comments. If you're not at the premiere, and if you're at the premiere, just throw it in the chat, and I'll jot it down on a piece of paper. We will do it at one of our shows. A special guest, if you know a guy that you would like for us to get on, we can let us know. We can try to reach out to him.
Yeah, totally. Throw us some suggestions for some people y'all want to see.
If you haven't been on the show and you want to be on the show, let us know. Because that's what Clicken Bricken was always about, was getting people on the channel and helping them out. Let us get to know them and let them, get their channel out there and help them out. That's what this Clicken Bricken was always about.
Mm-hmm.
That was the rock that was built on. Is everybody, support each other, and if you knew a guy that you really enjoyed watching but not getting a little traffic out there, just let us know. We'll reach out to them, bring them on the show, and try to help them out.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're going to be winding this podcast now. We do appreciate everybody who showed up to this premiere. You guys are awesome. Reason why we do it. Cal, what do you got go? What you going to shout anything now, or
Moo, have a good day.
just moo?
Yeah.
Have a good day. Moo, cow, moo. You gotta help me kill a minute. Dang.
Oh, well, I didn't even realize you were going a minute early.
I was hoping you would have something to say other than
You
moo.
usually have stuff to say at the end, Cliffy, do I?
Well, you need to start.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, guys. Until the next one, cow.
Moo.
Moo. Hey, guys. Until see you Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central on the Click and Cliff channel. Remember, y'all keep clicking and bricking. Bye bye.